Yes?
Hello. Hey, Chris.
Yeah? You might want to mute your stream, though.
I have a question about
You might want to mute your stream. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. Wait. Hang on. Wait, you may want to mute your stream. Mute your stream. Mute your stream. Wait, mute. Did it go? I heard a dog. I didn't hear the stream. Try it again?
Okay, I'm back. Yep, I'm back.
Okay.
So my MacBook Pro hard drive is full of applications. What do you recommend for, do you recommend a new hard drive? I still have Apple Care.
How big's your drive?
It's 90 gigabytes.
And you have that many apps on it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, Final Cut, lots of stuff. I'm like one of the few people in my geographical area that I know that uses a MacBook like this. So I'm trying to figure out what would you recommend?
Well, first of all, check into there's an application called Disk Inventory X, which is free. And I'm just running it right now. I'm doing analyzing my current volume. You may want to check to make sure that all the space that's being taken up is actually being taken up by apps, which isn't always the case. A lot of applications can install extensions, and of course, if you're talking about using other apps, that have data that's being stored or recorded to, for instance, if you're using Final Cut Pro, if some of the video files are actually being stored on the same drive, you may be taking up space that you wouldn't necessarily have to be taking up. You may consider using an external hard drive, connected by FireWire or USB as an alternative rather than just storing it on the actual drive itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Check into the name of the utility. It's free. Like I said, I'm running it right now. Disk Inventory X.
Okay.
And that may very well kind of surface some of the places on the hard disk that are being sucked up by an application or potentially data that has been recorded from that application. It is quite possible. In fact, when I ran a couple of backup utilities a few months ago, I didn't realize that it was storing rather large files on the hard drive. And then when I went in and ran an analysis, ended up clearing quite a bit of disk space based on these backups that were created without my knowing. Certainly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice to know that the application was actually doing that, but it's not always something that the application is going to say, hey, I'm going to write this large file to the hard drive. So discovering what is being written to and where is a step in the process of eliminating some disk space that has or had been or is currently being tied up. And then from there, you may free up gigabytes upon gigabytes of space and not have to worry about offsetting any kind of applications or the storage of data onto an external hard drive. I wouldn't necessarily upgrade the hard drive. You certainly could. That's not a bad idea. But you could also just plug in an external drive and copy data and potentially even apps to the external drive and running them from there. The only issue of running from an external drive is the speed issue, which may or may not actually impact you depending on what the application is or how you're using the system or the software itself.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I've never heard of the disk inventory, so I'll totally check that out.
Yeah, it's Disk Inventory X. And yeah, it ends with an X, and unfortunately I can't get to the about, but I know that I know. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm running it right now to find out, you know, what. Cause it looks like I'm about half full on my. I've got a solid state disk and I'm half full on it right now. I don't know what's. Hang on. If you give it a second, or if I give it a second, it should display a graphical layout of kind of like a map of sorts. There we go. All right, so I got a map now of. If I bring it full screen, what is... Oh, it looks like I've got a lot of MP4s that are sucking up a lot of space. Oh, so it looks like all I got to do is, you know, delete my recycle bin, and... Or, I'm sorry, the trash. That recycle bin would be a Windows term. And I could remove a lot of space. A lot of space. So, yeah, this is yeah, I haven't run this in a while, but thank you for reminding me that I should run this.
Well, in my world, even a few gigabytes helps, you know, I capture video, and sometimes there's only a few gigs left, so I'm sure even a little bit will help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, it looks like... Holy cow, it looks like... You're not going to believe this. In running this, it looks like half of my... I didn't realize it was this bad. Half of it seems to be taken up by the trash. Wow. Holy... Yeah. Wow, indeed. Wow. I got a lot of... but then again, I have a lot of videos. So it's that is absolutely no surprise to me. Wow. Indeed.
Well, that's a cool interface. I like that.
Yeah, it's very graphical, and you can click on any one of these boxes and jump directly to you know what it you know where it is on the drive and what have you.